Clinique's Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm is my all-time favourite makeup remover, but they've just released a new version with charcoal, so let's put it to the test. My name's Amy and this is my beauty YouTube channel where I make lots of beauty videos, including loads of reviews like this one. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, make sure that you subscribe and stick around. I would love to have you here. My aim with these reviews is always to give you all of the information you need to work out whether this is a product that you want to spend your hard-earned money on. So we will be talking through the clinical claims, what it's supposed to do. In this case, we're going to talk about how it compares to the original Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm and which one of those might be best suited to you. We're going to do some first impressions and I'm going to give you my final thoughts as well. If you do enjoy this video or if you find it helpful, please do give it a thumbs up so I know to make more just like this. And lastly, I always say I'm not an expert, just a person with skin and opinions, and if you have opinions as well on this product or even on the original cleansing balm, make sure you pop them in the comments so that we can all scroll down and learn together. Obviously everybody's skin is different and I'm only speaking from my own experience. Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm is Clinique's best-selling makeup remover, which starts its life as a balm obviously, and then it turns to kind of an oil as it warms to the heat of your skin, and then it melts away your makeup. You rinse it off, and as it mixes with water it becomes quite a milky consistency, which you can then just rinse off. In my personal experience, the original formula leaves my skin feeling clean, soft and comfortable, and it's just a very dependable makeup remover even when I'm wearing particularly heavy or even waterproof makeup. This new version promises to do all of that, but with the addition of Japanese charcoal, which removes excess oil and detoxifies your skin. Typically, to detoxify your skin means to remove impurities and pollutants, which might clog your pores and cause acne and breakouts, particularly blackheads. So removing excess oil from your skin would typically leave you with clearer, brighter skin. Charcoal in skincare has also been known to exfoliate the skin and also tighten and reduce the appearance of pores. The Clinique website says that this formula is non-acnegenic, non-greasy, non-drying, non-stripping, fragrance-free, allergy tested, ophthalmologist tested, so it's safe for use around your eyes, and dermatologist tested as well. A key difference with this one in comparison to the original formula is that the original formula is suitable for all skin types, whereas this new charcoal formula, Clinique is saying it is suitable for skin types 2 to 4, which in their terms means dry combination to oily skin. So basically you shouldn't use this if you have very dry skin. Based on the similarities between the two, I'm still expecting this to be not particularly harsh or drying, but obviously if you have very dry skin you have less excess oil anyway, so you may as well use the original formula. Both formulas contain safflower seed oil, which helps to dissolve your makeup and also leaves your skin feeling super soft because it boosts your skin's ability to retain water. An ingredients comedogenic rating tells us how likely it is to cause blackheads and breakouts, and in contrast to a lot of other oils, safflower seed oil actually has a comedogenic rating of 0, which is why it works so well for those oilier skin types in this case as well. Anyway, enough chatting, let's try it. I am so excited to try this, and also my skin has suddenly really broken out today. I think just because I've been wearing my makeup for too long recently, so I'm hoping that this will help with that. Okay, how to use. Use dry fingertips to massage over dry skin, and then it transforms from a solid balm to a silky oil upon application, which is the same as the original formula, and then rinse well, close the lid and store in a dry area. Okay, I currently have dry hands and dry skin, so let's go for it. It's such a weird colour. I can't believe, like, this is normally the colour that the other one goes once I mix in all my eye makeup with it, so I guess we're just skipping a step. I mean, it's the same texture, I think. Hang on, actually, I've got the original here as well. This is the original. Yeah, just a slight difference. But in terms of texture, I'd say they're very, very similar. Maybe the charcoal one is slightly harder to the touch. Like this original formula is very kind of soft, whereas this one, you can kind of see actually how in the white one it's like all quite waxy, but in the black one some of the edges are sort of sharper. I don't think, obviously they're not going to feel sharp to the touch, but that just kind of shows the texture of it is a little bit harder than of the original, which is interesting. Why did I do that? Just shove it up my nose. Right, okay, I've got some of the product, and what I tend to do is kind of warm it in my fingers a little bit first. This feels the exact same as the original formula actually, and then just kind of rub it. That, it feels so weird. Normally that is clear then, or like white. Okay, starting off on face makeup. On first impressions, it has broken down into a nice kind of oil, just like the original formula. I don't really think anything about it feels particularly different, to be honest, which is nice because obviously I love the original formula. The real test is my eye makeup. I've got some waterproof mascara on today, which is usually obviously that bit harder to remove, so let's give it a go. How are we getting on? Okay, still a little bit on there. Okay, I'm just kind of massaging it over my lashes a little bit, just to really work that product in there. Okay, I think that's my makeup off. I'm going to rinse it off my hands. And then I've got this, which is actually I don't know if this is a Clinique branded one, but they sell them. They're just like muslin cloths, just because I find it easier to remove with a muslin. Anyway, just gonna take that straight off. Okay, we've got a little bit of pinkness, but I'm not alarmed by that, to be honest. My skin does that with near enough anything. It should calm down in a couple of minutes. Okay, now the moment of truth. Okay, that's not done a bad job. Let's just give it a little bit more of a wipe. Oh, yeah, actually, that's really taken most of it off, hasn't it? If not all of it. God, this is really interesting because it's kind of showing me where I obviously normally don't take the day off balm off very well. I'm kind of leaving bits in places, and actually the fact that it's black really helps me because I can see much clearer where it is, because I do often think actually about the fact that, if I'm completely honest, sometimes if I've had a particularly late night or I'm feeling particularly lazy, I will just remove my makeup and go to bed and skip the rest of my skincare, which is not a habit that I try to get into, but it definitely does happen, and there's no point denying it. But I do often think that when I do that, which is probably a couple of days a week, I probably actually don't very effectively remove the makeup remover from my skin, and normally it's this one. But that being black actually really helped with that because it really meant that I could see where it was left. So to be honest, considering that's just a first cleanse, that's probably a more thorough first cleanse that I've given my skin in a while. How does my skin feel now? It is actually quite red, isn't it? It feels warmer than normal. I think this one is harsher than the original. So if you have particularly sensitive skin, like my cheeks feel quite hot, which is not that abnormal for me, but it doesn't happen with this one. So I think that is interesting. I'm going to carry on with my skincare routine, and I think by the end of it, to be honest, it probably will have calmed down, but I'm going to use the Clinique All About Clean All-in-One Cleansing Micellar Milk. The last video on my channel actually was a review of this, if you're interested. And then I'm going to use clarifying lotion in number 3, and then I'm going to finish it off with my trusty Moisture Surge, which, as you can see, is really running very low. I do think it feels slightly drier than with the normal formula, so I can definitely see why they don't recommend this for very dry skin, but I don't have very dry skin. I'd say I have somewhere between type 2 and type 3, so dry combination to combination oily. Like, I really do sit in that middle bit depending on a lot of factors, I think, like just how my skin's doing at the time and what point in my cycle I'm at, etc. So I really do kind of swing from like between skin types. But definitely this one is more drying on the skin than the other one. Not alarmingly so, but it's definitely noticeable. So, my final thoughts. I do like this product. I think had I never tried the original, I would be absolutely blown away by it. There are certain things that I really like about it, particularly when I have breakouts and things like that. I will say that this spot that I showed you, it was the kind of spot that, you know, kind of sits under the skin for a few days normally and is really painful, but actually the worst of it is over now, and I do accredit it to this. So when I do have breakouts, I think this is a really good way to detoxify the skin and clean it and kind of get the ball rolling a little bit. I also do really like the fact that you can see the product. Obviously that is just a byproduct of the charcoal, but it means that I feel really confident that I have fully removed it from my skin, particularly when I use it down my neck and things like that. With the other one, I do often feel like I maybe haven't gotten all of it off. However, I do think that it is, you can definitely tell that it's more drying than the other one. So if you do have sensitive skin or dry skin, then I would recommend using it with caution. I think that maybe saying that it's suitable for skin types 2 to 4 might have been a little bit generous. I think unless you have skin that is more on the oily side, so the 3 to 4 kind of scale for Clinique, which means combination oily to oily skin, then to be honest, I probably wouldn't use this, because it does feel a lot harsher than the other version, a little bit more stripping. That being said, it's nothing extreme. I think it is just because I love the other one so much and I love how moisturizing it feels and how soft your skin feels after it, that I can really tell the difference with this one. But that being said, it is still a very nice product. Will I be using it over the original formula? In most cases, no. I think now that I own it, I will use it if I feel a breakout coming on or at particular times of the month when my skin is just more oily than others. But because I do have quite combination skin that kind of fluctuates between dry and oily, I don't think I'd be using this every day. It definitely won't replace the original for me, but there are certain instances where I would reach for it. So as for whether or not I think you should buy this product, I think it really depends on your skin type. If you are prone to breakouts, if you have clogged pores or anything like that, and also charcoal is a really good ingredient for anti-pollution. So if you live in London like I do, then you might see benefits from using something like this in terms of, yeah, declogging your pores and kind of clearing everything up a little bit. But as I've said, I do think that I would only recommend this to people with oilier skin types. I would really recommend it to people with oilier skin types, but if that's not you, then I would stick to the original. So what do you think? Do you like the sound of the new Take the Day Off Charcoal Cleansing Balm? Or maybe you've already tried it. If you have, make sure you leave all the goss in the comments. I want to hear about your experience. Please make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you found it useful or if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to stick around and see more videos like this one. I actually have an old video comparing the Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm to the Lids, Lips and Lashes makeup remover from Clinique as well. So if you're interested in a few other Clinique makeup removing videos, then you know where to look. Actually, I did a Clinique makeup remover last week as well, so loads of Clinique makeup removers if you would like to compare. All of the links to the products that I've talked about today will be in the description, so you can pop down there to shop the products and have a good read for yourself. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week with more beauty chat. Bye guys.